Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on index notation. There are instances where we need to multiply a number by itself several times. Index notation is an efficient way of showing this operation. Let's look at an example to demonstrate this situation. If you're multiplying these 5s together, you will notice there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there are 6 of them. So we write that as 5 to the power of 6. So we have the 5 here and the 6 there. The 6 is called an index, an exponent or a power, and the 5 is called the base. The index, exponent or power tells us how many times the base is multiplied by itself. So the 6 tells us that the 5 is multiplied by itself 6 times. Let's look at some examples. Write each of the following using index notation. All these 3's are multiplied together, so that's the base. There are 4 of them, so it's 3 to the power of 4. All these 8's are multiplied together, so that's the base. There are 5 of them, so it's 8 to the power of 5. 8 is the base and 5 is the index, the exponent or the power. All these m's are multiplied together. There are 7 of them, so the m is the base and the power or the exponent or the index is a 7. That tells us that the m is multiplied by itself 7 times. We have 2 6's multiplied together and 3 8's multiplied together. So 6 squared times 8 to the power of 3. That's the short way of writing that in index notation. Here we have the 7's multiplied together, the 8's multiplied together, and the 9's multiplied together. So we have 7 squared because there are 2 7's, 8 to the power of 3 because there are 3 8's, and 9 to the power of 4 because there are 4 9's. Over here we have the W's, the H's, and the G's. So there are 3 W's, so it's W to the power of 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, H to the power of 4, and G squared. Next, we look at these examples where we write the following using the long format. That is, we do the reverse process. So 9 to the power of 3, we have those 9's multiplied together. It tells us that 9 is multiplied by itself 3 times. Over here, 6 squared times 7 to the power of 3. The 6 is multiplied by itself twice. The 7 is multiplied by itself 3 times. Over here we have the 5 is multiplied by itself 3 times, so that gives us that part. The 4 is multiplied by itself twice, so it gives us that part. And the 8 is multiplied by itself 4 times, that gives us that part. M to the power of 4, that's very straightforward. Those m's multiplied together. And we have h to the power of 3, which gives us those h's multiplied together. And k to the power of 2 gives us those k's multiplied together. So this video has introduced us to the idea of index notation, where we have a base firstly, and then we have an index, a power or an exponent. And the index, power or exponent tells you how many times the base is multiplied by itself. Once you remember that, this is a very, very straightforward idea.